Hi everyone, it's Neko and it's day 6 of my 3-week Japan trip. We arrived in Hakata station yesterday and today it's time to explore the city. In my research I saw pictures of Dazaifu and I knew I wanted to go there. It looked like Kyoto but less crowded, I would say. We took a train which took around 45 minutes to reach our destinations. Unfortunately, I thought I fixed my credit card, but turns out it still caused problems when I tried it out at an ATM when I had to switch trains. That kinda sucked, so I got myself a sandwich to eat away the pain. I was glad that I wasn't solo traveling, so Kevin could withdraw some money for me. But still, it kinda sucked because I tend to save money when it's cash and I didn't want to save money while I'm in Japan. Does that make sense? As it was a Saturday, I knew it would still be crowded, but I really want to go there. After a while, we arrived at Dazaifu station. And yeah, as you can see, it was a rather crowded day. Seems like this place is really popular among the people who live here, but it was still not as bad as Miyajima yesterday. Dazaifu has this really cute shopping street with various stores, restaurants and cafes, and everything looks so aesthetic. Look at this Miffy store. And if that wasn't pretty enough, the street also has a giant torii gate leading you to a really beautiful shrine. Of course we went there as well, so you will see how pretty it is in a few minutes. Before we went there, we headed into this Ghibli store, which as always had really nice items, but I have to be honest, most Ghibli items are very expensive and so far we only bought a Totoro plushie from them. I always thought anime things in Japan would be cheaper, but it's not always true, so the prices at conventions really make sense now. I always thought they were just overcharging, but well, they don't. But I still wanted to show you some impressions because they have so many cute things. We also didn't have any breakfast yet, apart from the sandwich, so we went to Kasanoya, a really pretty tea house. Kevin's shoes didn't really fit into the lockers, which was funny. It was okay though, and they offered us a nice place with a beautiful view. It was such a peaceful cafe, and they even had a little garden. Dazaifu is known for its special rice cake called umegae mochi. These soft rice cakes are often filled with sweet red bean paste and are shaped like plum blossoms to represent the plum trees that surround the area. It was so delicious and I also enjoyed the matcha there. They were freshly made and so soft. I really wish I could go back there and try them again. Here you can see that I approve of them, and refreshed we finally walked to the shrine, greeted by the torii gates and this popular ox statue where people were queuing in a line. Touching the ox statue at the Dazaifu shrine is believed to bring luck and academic success. The ox is a symbol for hard work and Japanese culture, and this ritual is often performed by students or individuals seeking help with their studies or their education. The beautiful red bridge and the pond surrounded by the greenery add to the serene atmosphere of the shrine, and while crossing it we enjoyed the view. Unfortunately, there was also a monkey show and I felt sorry for the monkey on the leash, so we headed to a chrysanthemum exhibition that took place there. Many shrines had something like this going on in November, so I guess that was the time where this flower is blooming. They even had a cute bonsai forest. I love how minimalistic and aesthetic that looks, so adorable. And Kevin also helped a new friend, because otherwise people would be stomping on him. At the back of the shrine, there's a giant tree that looks like it came out of a Ghibli movie. And talking about Ghibli, at this place you can also visit the gate that Chihiro enters in Spirited Away. We found that out too late, so if you visit, make sure to go there. There's also a plum garden very close to the shrine, and I think that must be very beautiful in spring. Kevin touched the ox as well, and we took some pictures as it was time to continue and say goodbye to this beautiful shrine. But I really love food stalls in Japan, so of course we had to try some of the dishes. First, Kevin tried one of the delicious mochis as well. The dough is so soft, I wish I could have this now. We also got this Dazaifu squash, but I didn't really like it that much, so Kevin got all of it. It was a fruit mix with sparkling water, but it was not really my kind of thing, I don't know. At Kingberry, they were focusing on strawberry desserts, and we had to try this mochi. I struggled with opening the package, but it was worth it. It was so soft, and the cream with the strawberry were amazing. I think it was one of the best mochis I had in Japan. We also tried the pudding, which had the perfect amount of sweetness. Oh, can I just go back? Seeing this, I just get so hungry again, and I want to have those amazing strawberry dishes. Our last food stop was the store, and we got another pork bun after we had one the day before in Miyajima. This time it was bigger and so delicious. I really love those buns on the sauce. I should cook them again at home, even though they're a big effort, but it's so worth it. Why did I think doing voiceovers while I'm hungry is a good idea? I don't know. Since we had a reservation at the Kirby Cafe, it was time to head back to Fukuoka. By the way, Fukuoka is the name of the larger city, while Hakata traditionally refers to one of its districts. Over time, the names have been used interchangeably, and Fukuoka City encompasses the historic area of Hakata. So when people talk about Fukuoka, they often include Hakata with it, just to clear any confusion. This time we almost took the wrong train, but we followed the crowds, and after 45 minutes we were back in Fukuoka, where we explored the city. And after a while we headed to Canal City, a mall that is a bit outdated, but they did such a great job with the Christmas lights. The design of the Sanrio store was so adorable, and they had some other anime stores as well. For example, this Jump store here that had a lot of cool merch, and they also had a store that was filled with gacha machines and Ichiban Kuji, which is an anime lottery where you can buy tickets and win prizes. Slowly it was time for our reservation, and we were glad that we didn't visit the Kirby Cafe in Tokyo, as the reservations there were booked out within seconds, while the ones for Hakata were available for weeks. The interior and the food choices were really cute, and you can see that they put a lot of thought and love to detail in everything. It was a bit hard to choose what we wanted, as everything looked adorable and we didn't have a proper meal yet. Yeah, ignore the snacks we just had a few hours ago, but we were kind of hungry again. I used to play some Kirby games when I was younger, so of course I also thought that Kirby looked super adorable, and I wanted to come here, even though I didn't visit the Kirby Cafe in the other years that I was in Japan, but I also was a student back then, so I had to save money. After what felt like an eternity, we finally chose what we wanted. Kevin got a drink as well, and it was like me when I have to wake up at 6 AM when I have to head to work. He also got a curry while I got a Kirby burger, and my food was good and came with some potatoes and corn soup. Also, so many theme cafes have pasta. Like, why? I guess because it's easy to make. And also they had really cute forks. I loved them. And I felt so sorry to eat the cute little Kirby bun. We also got those potato sticks, and they came with ice cream. Not a big fan of that combo, and they weren't really warm anymore. But yeah, but we also got this Kirby car dessert that I saw all over the internet, and I knew that I wanted to try this. You could only order it once per table because it's a lot of work, I guess. Again, I felt sorry about eating it. In general, I would not visit this cafe again, and I will make a longer video about why and all of the cafes that we visited during our stay. But the food was only okay-ish, and we paid a lot of money, and I don't think I have to come here again. We looked through the merch but didn't buy anything, and then we wanted to head to the hotel and have a cozy night, as we didn't really have any breaks on the day. But as we walked past Kushida Shrine, we saw this lovely festival called Hakata Old Town Light Up Walk, where multiple shrines team up to offer illuminations. The tickets were 2,500 yen per person, and since it was a very unique opportunity, we decided to go for it, which was totally worth it. They did such an awesome job with the lights and the atmosphere. It was so magical, and as it wasn't in Tokyo, it wasn't super crowded, which was awesome. I can link some of the shrines in the captions because I guess they also look very beautiful at daylight, but also check out if they do this event in 2024 again. I didn't find any information, but maybe they're gonna add it. If you are there during that time span, you should definitely go there. It was so magical and such a unique experience, as you usually can't enter those shrines during nighttime. And that during the first November weekend, but I think they offer it for a longer period of time, so definitely Google if you go to Fukuoka during autumn. We visited multiple shrines until the event was over, and after that we headed to the hotel to rest. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to like it or comment it or subscribe. I would really appreciate it, because I'm still not sure what I'm doing with this whole YouTube thing. And see you next week for our trip to Nagasaki and to the Team Labs Forest event. Bye everyone, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.